with everybody today. A real short message about something you got. Something you got. Something everybody in here has. What is? Blood. Blood. Turn to Genesis chapter 1. We're just going to look at a few scriptures. We're going to be in Genesis chapter 1. We're going to flip around in Genesis chapter 9, and I think 4 or 5, I don't know. Listen up, guys. After God created this earth, water was first, and land, and let me find it. Okay. After he dried out some land, one of the very first things he did was grow plants. They were alive, but they didn't have blood in them. But they were alive. Mm-hmm. But it was a different kind of life. Then the next thing he made was animals. And he made fish that lived in the water. It's interesting. And animals that lived on the land, and birds that spend a lot of time flying in the sky. And guess what? The only thing they ate, all of them, all the fish, everything on the land, and then all the birds flying around in the sky, the only thing they ate were plants. They had a different kind of life in them. The fish and the animals and the birds, they had blood. What do you call the green stuff in a plant? What?
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. That's what they had. That's kind of a green blood thing, but it's different. All of the fish, everything that lived in the water, and everything that the animals that lived on the land, and all the birds that flew through the sky, they had blood, and they had a muscle that circulated this blood. Okay? They had a heart muscle. Mm-hmm. And they pumped something through this system that was not like green chlorophyll growing in plants. Something red, something green. That represented two different kinds of life. This is what I want to point out to you today. It's not going to take long. God then, and remember that he told all the animals that you, let me see if I can find the verse. Chapter 1, flip over to, I think, verse 29. Even after he made the humans, he made them out of the dirt, made Adam out of the dirt. And when God breathed into him, he became alive, and he didn't have green chlorophyll.
Right.
He had a muscle circulating a different kind of life through him. Listen. Start in verse 29. And God said, basically speaking to Adam, I've given you every plant yielding seed that's on the surface of the earth, and every tree which has fruit that has seeds. Now you got to connect 29 and 30 together. And it shall be food for you and to every beast. Every beast of the earth, every bird of the sky, and everything that moves on the earth, which has life in it. Everything, listen guys, listen. Everything that moves on this earth that has has life in it. I've given them green plants for food. Everything that walks around on the earth, flies through the sky, and lives in the ocean, everything that has life in it, everything that has blood in it, everything that has blood in it, I want you to eat, use for food, stuff that doesn't have blood in it. Everything. Okay. Hold your place there. Are you with me so far that there was basically two kinds of life? Green and red. Green in the plants, red in the animals. Two different kinds of life. Hold your place there. Flip over to chapter 9. We'll be going back and forth. Because here's the highlight this one. This is after the flood, and God is speaking to Noah, and he says, look at verse 3. Every moving thing that's alive shall be given to you for food. Basically, you guys aren't going to be vegetarians now after the flood. You can eat anything. You can eat it all, like I gave you green plants. But verse 4, only don't eat flesh with the life in it. That is its blood. Don't eat flesh with, God calls it life. Don't eat meat that still has its life/blood in it. Okay?